What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the Brew Lab with me, Lone Fox, your Brewmaster in Chief. And tonight, in the Brew Lab, I'm coming at you with another Roaming Throne tribal deck. I literally cannot help myself. I've been just putting Roaming Throne and Cavern of Lost Cavern of, you know, the tribal land in every single like tribal thing that I can possibly think of. And one of my favorite decks from, you know, before we had access to those cards was one I called Glistening Dawn, with all the Glissas and a card called Glistening Dawn, with the whole like Incubate thing. Gonna give that another whirl, and we're gonna be inserting the new tribal cards from Lost Cavern of Ixalan and see whether, because that deck was already good, is it just gonna elevate it to that next tier level? I think so, but I guess I need to prove it to you with some gameplay footage. So without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. Simply called the Roaming Glissas. Get to play so many good strong cards that unfortunately never got to see enough play because they're well designed, and like I was all for Phyrexian tribal and it just never quite took off. I think now we're almost there with the Roaming Throne doubling all of our triggers, of which there are many, and the Cavern of Lost Souls making our stuff uncounterable. In testing, humming along just fantastically. So what are the Phyrexian payoffs? First off, we've got the Grafted Butcher, one of the best Anthem effects or Lords ever printed. Giving menace as well as +1/+1, and the fact that it can just keep coming back, amazing. But the real meat and potatoes happens here in the 3-drop slot when it comes to Roaming Throne. The Bloated Processor, one of my favorite cards. Again, never got to see enough play with this one. If it dies, you incubate X, where X is its power. So if it dies whilst Roaming Throne is on the board, you'll get 2 tokens instead of 1. Just that, amazing. Bloated Contaminator. You wouldn't think so, but the way Roaming Throne is worded, if you do get through for the damage with the Contaminator, not only will you get 2 toxic triggers, you'll also get 2 proliferate triggers. Amazing. Especially when you start to have a lot of these incubator tokens lying around. Proliferating all of them twice is just great. Then, talking about things that we'd love to double. Glissa's combat damage trigger. Getting to pick 2 instead of 1. Amazing. But it does not end there. I did say most of the meat and potatoes was here in the 3-drop slot, and that is true. But we've also, of course, got Sheoldred, which was one of the first things that came to mind when I saw the Roaming Throne. I was like, let's just name Phyrexian and play it alongside Shelly, and every time the opponent draws a card, they lose 4 instead of 2. And, you know, whenever we draw a card, we gain 4 instead of 2. Really cool. If it was just that alone, it would be cool enough. But, you know, we all know how busted Sheoldred is by itself. But we're not done yet. Glissa. This is the real reason why I decided to build this deck in the first place. I was like, Glissa plus Roaming Throne, and then the rest kind of coalesced around that core idea. Because it's got this incredible combat trigger, which was always a beginning of combat trigger, which was always a little bit like you had to first go for the incubator tokens and then have Glissa survive for a turn, and then next turn pick the first strike death touch one. Once you've transformed all your incubators, it would just take a little bit too much setup. Now getting to pick 2 of them every time makes the whole setup a lot quicker. Usually, if I've still got, you know, if we've managed to get a lucky game where the opponent doesn't have a million removal spells and Roaming Throne survives, we cast the Glissa. Beginning of combat, I'll usually go for the Incubate 2 twice, but I'll do it 2 times. So we get to Incubate 2 4 times, and then the next turn, I'll pick transform all incubator tokens you control and Phyrexians you control gain first strike and death touch until end of turn. Just the fact that you can pick 2 of those instead of just the 1 every combat step makes the card just so much better, because it requires a lot less setup. And hopefully that'll just win us the game outright. Just a massive army of incubators that are all got death touch and first strike, and, you know, get buffed from the butcher. It's really cool. So yeah, that's the list. I hope the win con is clear mana base wise. Nothing much else to add other than a couple copies of the Restless Cottage. And now it's time to jump into some games. See how it holds up on this end of the season Mythic ladder. As I'm recording this, it's the 30th of November. Still haven't quite decided which deck I'm going to bring onto the ladder for the rush to Mythic beginning of next month. But it's probably going to be either one of those, mono black aggro with the Bloodletter. That's not a keep, unfortunately. That also ain't great either. Oh, God, no. Liliana of the Veil. Ah, okay. Maybe not. You're telling me there's a chance here. Fine. Maybe, just maybe. No problemo. Badoosh. Sorry, Sheoldred, still just continuing to be a little bit ridiculous. I would have said don't use up your crude removal in the molten what molten card there that he used on us on our 2-drop. Maybe wait until you see the inevitable Sheoldred, considering I was playing black mana. Like, the chances of you not seeing a Sheoldred when the opponent's playing mono black are like very, very slim. Or any black deck, honestly. Flowstone. Hell yeah. That is a keeper. Now we just need a throne. Uh-oh. That's a Sunfall deck. Usually. Pretty terrifying. Yes. Maybe it's a Planeswalker deck. You're seeing a lot of that. Ooh, Crystal Grotto. Gorgeous artwork on this one. I knew it. I knew it. I was so convinced.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Ah, well, this one ain't gonna go very well, is it?
I've always hated crowds.
Eh? +1, we discard the Go for the Throat, surely. So far we've seen nothing that needs it. Maybe like some sort of Tolvada deck? We go for the second mode here and remove the Liliana with the...
Oh, that's my cue to leave.
Now when you draw for the Vault, you're going to take even more damage, which is great. However, I'm just expecting a Sunfall like any second now, which is pretty frustrating. Okay. Okay. I mean, not entirely sure what you were planning there, my friend. Because you're about to lose that, too. Didn't find our... And we've still got... We're still holding up Tear Asunder. Or we can make a Mirrex token and then sack it to the Grafted Butcher next turn. Or we can just play Glissa. But I think we're at the point now where we can just attack with the Restless Cottage, even if he follows up with a removal. Yep. Whatever. Nice. Nice. No Sunfall. Ended up being a Path of Peril, which is definitely less annoying. Invasion of Kaladesh. How are we doing for time? 11 minutes in, breezing through these games. If they're quick and we get to do the throne thing at least once in the next couple matches, then I'll cut this one a little shorter than usual. Scotty Redrum. Scotty. Scan on Scotty. This needs one green source to be just insane, so I'm gonna risk it and hold it. Anywhere we can play Bloaty Boy on 3, and if we only find another black source, we can still play Roaming Throne on 4 because it's colorless. But the chances are we'll find a green source between now and... Oh, no, no! It's been a while since I've run into this nonsense. Turn 1 Kamano. Aha! A slow mono red player. That is good. No green yet. Unfortunately, etchings, you know, no death trigger on the Bloated Processor is not cool. So he's playing the burn version with the mechanized warfare. I would say that's about as certain as it gets. This is just removal magnet for now. God, I'm so sick of playing against this crap every day in, day out. Luckily, like this one with the mechanized warfare is like a little less played. I don't see it as often. No green. No green to be seen. So boring. So damn boring. Watch him have another lightning strike in his hand right now. Or whatever.
I won't stop fighting till the people are safe again. Woohoo! Watch me heat up the dance floor.
Never say never. We're back on 7 life. And we've got a green source now, so...
No after party.
There's a chance here. There is a chance here. This does 2 damage, yes. I just cannot with this deck anymore, guys. Like, really, I'm done. Like, it's getting to the point where I wake up in the morning and I don't feel like playing Arena because of these cards. Like, it's just... I don't understand how they will ever justify this new rotation thing to me. Like, even in 5 years' time, when we look back on this, I will never be behind this decision. It was the one thing that was keeping the format interesting for me, is the fact that it was changing. This new thing with this many sets, it just doesn't feel like standard anymore. It just feels like another weird, uber powerful format like Explorer, which I don't like playing. So it's kind of ruined Arena for me, unfortunately, because we've got another year of Wandering Emperors, Kumano faces Kakazans. But hey, I'm prepared to be wrong. You never know. Maybe in a couple of years, when I do look back on this, I'm like, wow, that was the best thing they ever did, because we got such cool, like, a really deep, cool format to play with. Who knows? Land, please, land, please, land, please. No, 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 no. Yes. Shelly. Everybody loves Shelly. Against this Dino pile, having 2 copies of Go for the Throat in your hand is probably just about all you need to call it a day. You just have to kill a few of those ridiculously overpowered things, and that does it. And now if we get to just double up our triggers with the throne. There we go. Okay. Now we have to do this, unfortunately, because the ramp that this guy provides is just too much. If we draw another land, hopefully we get to throne and remove something, which will set us up for Glissa the turn after that, and that should be pretty damn amazing. Loving life. Four plus another 4. Trigger. Oh, that is so juicy. Please don't concede. Just let me show my viewers. There needs to be a button that says that. I'm trying to show my viewers the thing. Okay, you ready? We go Incubate. And then the double triggers are gonna seal the deal. Good game. That thing of like needing to get Shelly, the opponent to 2 so that they die, but now it's 4 with this like unescapable double trigger on your upkeep, unless you have immediately like Go for the Throat, is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. And we got to see the Glissa, so that's cool. It's definitely a little Win-more-ish, but whatever. If you can really drive those nails into the coffin, really assert dominance on the opponent. Fun. How are we doing for time? Definitely time for another quickie. We're on under 25 minutes and we've already had, what, like 3-4 matches? Misa likey. The victory screecher. It's like whenever he wins, he goes, "Eh." Oh, that's a really tough keep. Again, we just need mana every turn. Mana, mana, mana. And if we don't get it, I think we need to mull that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. SpaghettiOs. Come on, give me lands, baby. Just do this for me. Glissa, go for the throat. Or do we go for the Edict? Hold up, go for the throat for the Sheoldred next turn. Yes! At least, if the bloat, you know, if it's Liliana, then Bloaty Boy, you know, makes a thing that we can use against Liliana. I'm hoping it's just Sheoldred so we can remove it. There we go. Please just give me mana. No. No such luck. Aha! Okay, that's cool. It would be nice to just... Oh my god, whatever. One more land, please, deck. Let's go. Just one more land. That's all I want. It's not a lot to ask for. Obviously, we don't block here. Probably he'll go for the remove the counters thing. Nasty. That's nasty. What now? Okay. Sure. I'll take that any day. Thin the library a little bit. You're also tapped out, essentially. There we go. So, I mean, big questions here. For sure. And we can block the Glissa with the 1/1. And we can block the Trespasser with the 4/4. Opponent coming in hot with the cottage. So now you're gonna have to decide, my dear friend. Oh no, you won't. You're gonna have to just You just need to find removal for this damn Glissa, like pretty much ASAP. But you know, Sheoldred just sitting on the board can be pretty good. Also, we can give it First strike 2, so then they'll just kill each other in combat. I got nothing. You can take your stuff. Really? Okay, I guess he's got the reanimation and he's gonna bring back some stuff. Okay, let's Gix's command there, very nice. Yep. Yep. Five toughness here. Oh, come on. How many glissas has that been? Third glissa. Sure. Don't want it to go to nighttime, so I'm just gonna actually friggin' do this thing where we go. He'll obviously sack the Dread Knight, but that's fine. We've put him in a position where he can't swing with Glissa, because, you know, then you just die. And I've got another one, so... Sorry, Duress does pretty much nothing. Ooh, don't do it. Okay. Full send, baby. Let's go. We've got the backup Glissa, so I'm actually okay with that. And then you're taking, yeah, I mean, good game. So you take, yeah, okay. I don't have to trample here. Yeah, it does. Yes, of course it does. Got around 3 Glissas. You name it, we did it. That was epic. Oh my goodness. Who's the better Golgari midrange now? Huh? Mr. freaking old school version of it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. 29 minutes in. I don't know. Can we call it? I think we're good, eh? A nice little 30-minute mark video. I don't know. I think that can just be it. Jumping back into the deck with some final thoughts and overall review. Misa likey a lot. As you saw there, like some real good matchups against a lot of the stronger decks in the format. the ability to come back from the brink with the life gain from the Sheoldred doubled up with the roaming throne, or you know, just the Gix's command giving the life link onto something big. Super nice. We got to see pretty much everything that I mentioned in the introduction. The only thing we didn't see double up, I think, was a Glissa, like a combat damage trigger, but generally speaking, I almost got to showcase everything that I wanted to. So very, very happy with the performance overall. And in terms of like adjustments or things that I could have put in that I didn't, I think the only wiggle room here is in the choice of removal spells. Maybe the edicts as a 2 of, we can cut one, put in something else. I don't know. But in terms of like the creatures and the rest and the mana base, I think this is where you want to be at if you're interested in trying a strategy like this. 25 lands, sweet spot. I have nothing else left to add other than thank you all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, I will be seeing you all in the next one with another fresh brew. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the Brew Lab, signing out. Peace, y'all.